Hey guys, today we're doing a tutorial on how to make a yarn cake with the Olikraft yarn cake winder. So I've got it set up right now on my table. I've got both of the tensions set up. I'm going to show you how to put on that center. And then it comes with a little screwdriver. I have a yarn needle, crochet hook, got a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I have scissors to cut out anything that may be messed up on the yarn. So grab your favorite TV show and let's get started. So here I'm just going to show you that skein that I had sitting on my table. It's going to be really quick, and this took me about 3 or 4 minutes to do. Here's that yarn cake, and then here's going to be a slower version of how to set everything up. So I always use the center pull method with my yarn skeins, and you just want to go around the piggy tail and out the side there until the yarn is in the middle. You can also use the yarn needle to feed it through. You just want to make sure that the yarn is going through both of these eyelets here.
I can see clearly now.
Just like that. And then I fold it over usually 2 or 3 times depending on the thickness of the yarn, just so that the yarn sticks in the center winder. And that little tail you can either leave hanging down or you can tuck it back up in the middle there. This is about the tension that you want to use, so I just did a little bounce test there for you. Doesn't have too much give, but it's also not too tight. And this is a great example of too tight of tension. This yarn is super soft, so I figured I'd have to reset it up. You just want to fold it over one more time in the center there if you have that issue. And once you get it wrapped around a few times, usually you can speed it up pretty easily and have a tighter tension on the yarn. I'm just going to stop it here for a sec, and there's the finished cake. Now this is where I'm going to show you how to put the yarn around the cake in a way that it's going to be secure. I just moved the little eyelet out of the way there, and I put the yarn about halfway down the cake, and I just spin it a few more times. I like to wrap it 2 or 3 times just to make sure that it's super secure and all the yarn stays together properly. Then I take my crochet hook and I tuck it under the same area where there's going to be that little band of yarn that we just made. You can also use the yarn needle if you're more comfortable with that.
They aren't supposed to have to worry about Dad. They aren't supposed to have to comfort their mom. What? Am I back here? My kids.
Your kids are fine. They're taking care of each other and they're fine.
You'll be left with that little tail there, and I just use that hook to pop off the top as well. There's going to be a little loop because the top of that tail got tucked in the middle of the yarn. I'll show you how to get that out in just a second. So there's a longer tail. If you're not going to use it right away, you could just tuck it right in the middle there. I do leave an inch or so at the top just so that it's easy to find when you do want to use the yarn. And the little tail on the side, you can just tuck in under those bands of yarn if you'd like to as well. So that is the finished cake.